Just an update on the developing events at the Citywest Asylum Hub in Saggart in Dublin. This time last week, last Monday, the heinous attack occurred on a little girl who was only 10 years of age. And let's just say it's been a very eventful week ever since then. As it turned out, the person that did the assault, carried out the heinous assault, was someone who has been in Ireland for approximately 6 years, seeking asylum, failed in his asylum bid, and was issued with a deportation order in March of this year, 7 months ago. Nothing was done. And as a result of that, this little girl, through another set of abhorrent circumstances, found herself a victim in the grounds of Citywest last Monday. Now, last Monday night, there was a peaceful protest that was carried out by the residents of that area, expressing their shock, disgust, and horror at what had been going on, but not surprised. They weren't surprised because they'd been thinking about this and warning about something like this happening for quite some time. Then on Tuesday night, a lot of people descended in the area and things got violent. We saw the footage of the protesters being pepper sprayed and beaten by Garda Síochána. Fireworks were fired, rocks were thrown, arrests were made. The international media that had came from Canada and various parts of Europe also felt the wrath of Garda Síochána, many of them beaten, pepper sprayed and arrested also. And then, of course, we had the whole shenanigans with the election happening over the last few days. People are saying, well, what's going on here? What's going on at the minute? Well, this is just for information purposes. And I want to give you an update on that hellhole called Citywest, because statistics have been released today that over 1,000, not 100 or 10, 1,000, over 1,000 incidents have been logged in that place over the last few years for stuff that you're paying for. But before I get there, I want to just give a shout out to this group. There's a protest on there tonight, a peaceful protest, a candlelit vigil, I believe, at Citywest tonight. Now it's happening at 5 p.m. By the time I record this and get it uploaded, it will be around about 5 p.m. I only was made aware of this, or became aware of this afternoon. So 5 p.m., Citywest Hotel, bank holiday Monday. That is tonight. Women and children, I believe. I'm not sure if it's exclusively women and children, but as you can see from the poster here, women and children's peaceful protest. Bank holiday Monday. Posters welcome. There's two Irish ladies there with two young girls also. So I'm not sure if it's exclusively women and children, but that will be the focus of the protest or the vigil tonight. I believe it's a candlelit vigil with the hashtag #SheWas10. That's in relation to the poor victim of last Monday's assault in the grounds of Citywest. Now, if you're in the area and you can make it down to that, I'm sure they would appreciate your support. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. How can you argue with a group of women and children protesting peacefully, candlelit, with posters? What are they going to do? Bash them and pepper spray them as well? I hope and think not. But some of the reports that are coming in also in relation to this place, this was just brought out today. This is information that was published in Grip Media today, new Citywest logs or incident logs, because when anything happens in one of these places, there has to be a log kept. What happened, who did it, what was the resolution, and they have to be kept for the duration of the time that this place is serving as an IPAS or International Protection Accommodation Services Centre. So the one in relation to Citywest, it says it shows 1,012 incidents there. 1,012. 4 digits. The Saggart Residents Group opposed the purchase by the state of Citywest and its continued use as an asylum seeker emailed more than 100 media outlets and journalists to remind them that the centre has a long record of serious criminal and other incidents. Okay, they point out the incident logs, as previously reported, provide evidence that between January 2023 And June 2025, what's that? 2.5 years? 2.5 years. And I'm going to get the old calculator out and do some mathematics here because my mental arithmetic's not what it used to be. So let's call it 2.5 years. So what's that? 24 months, 30 months. There's been 1,012 incidents approximately over the last 30 months. So that's 33 per month. 33 per month. Or another way to look at it, here's a shocking statistic: one a day. One a day, every day for the last 2.5 years. 1,000 days, 1,000 incidents, 1,000. Share that out. When you crunch the numbers that way, it's a lot more sobering. The logs were kept by the management of the accommodation centre. Among those were indecent exposure, possession, preparation, and use of drugs, theft, assaults on staff and other residents at the rate of one a day, every day for 2.5 years alone. Those opposed to the current use of Citywest make the point that the relevant authorities were aware of the dangers associated with this place for several years before the events of the past 10 days. 100%. The government would have been aware of that. They would have been aware of that track record before they made that purchase. And that purchase was signed off by Jim O'Callaghan, who's a resident not too far away from that, but I'm pretty sure he's in the leafy suburbs. He's not on the doorsteps of this place, for 148 million euro. That's what the state bought Ireland's largest hotel for, 148 million euro, to turn it into a long-term iPass centre, iPass hub, asylum hub. Have a 25-year projection with this that'll take them up to what, 2050? 2050? And actually, let's think about this, guys and girls. If things keep going the way they're going at a rate of one crime per day for the next 10 years, well, in 1 year, that's 365. That's another, what, 10 years, 3,650. 6, 7.5, another, what, 8,000 incidents going to be in the record books by the time 2050 comes around? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But remember, there's no correlation between immigration and crime. None, according to the Irish government. None. Can't put the two together. Now, I have a video here. Allegedly, I saw this. It's only a few seconds long. Allegedly, this is the conference centre in Citywest. Now, it has rooms to accommodate 2,500 people, I believe, in the rooms. But they also bought the conference centre and they also bought 50 acres of ground around this place. I'm sure that factors into the long-term development, even though they may deny it. That's my opinion. This is the conference centre, apparently. Look at this. Those are all little individual units with bunk beds. You can see the lighting on the roof and you can see the seating around the outskirts. So this is the floor space, I would imagine, of the conference centre. I've been told that that's what this is. Don't quote me on it. I haven't been in there before. This footage is doing the rounds, so it may not be here. But then again, it wouldn't be surprising if it was, would it? This is the area. This is a fire marshal walking through it. Look at this. Look at this. Stacking the people, stacking them one on top of each other, side by side. See that? That's the aerial view or an elevated view, and every single one of those partitions holds bunk beds. Look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 on the left. There'll be 14 on the right, and that's just in that one little section of space that this guy's walking around with, and he has a fire marshal jacket on. I'm no fire marshal, right? I don't have any qualifications in the fire marshalling department, but something tells me that this could be a health and safety risk. If you have however many hundreds and hundreds of men crammed into this area in the event of a fire. You tell me, any fire marshals out there, anyone can shed a bit of light on this? So anyway, This place is just bad news. Bad news. But getting back to the point of this video is to shed some light on this, or a bit of focus on this. Women and children's peaceful protest, hashtag she was 10, tonight, 5 p.m. onwards. I imagine it'll run on for a few hours at Citywest Hotel, Bank Holiday Monday. So leave me your thoughts and comments below. What do you think of this, these latest developments? Will they try and brush this under the carpet? Will it be allowed to be forgotten about? Or will it be the beginning of some kind of overhaul that will protect children? But anyway, tell me below, leave me a comment, share the video, cut and paste the link, drop it into your channels, or do whatever you want to do with it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. But for now, I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media, over and out.